80 miles an hour, visors up, fully protected. And I'm listening to the stereo, it's as clear as a bell. The instrumentation is fantastic at night, following a vehicle, you know, that's like a blocker for you with deer and other things in the road. Isn't this I think I ate at a restaurant in there, was very good. So it's reading low tire pressure. Marauders, welcome back to the channel. In this video series, probably, I'm going to be headed to Warren, Pennsylvania on the 2025 Goldwing Tour DCT. She's loaded up. Marauders, when you're watching this video, please note that I have a minor fear of traveling. I believe it's called Hodophobia. I do travel, although I dislike it and I'm not comfortable with it. I hope you enjoy this series of videos on my trip to Warren, Pennsylvania. She's really loaded. I'm probably overdressed. Warren from Buffalo is up in here. Warren, I'll get on the 90 thruway, and I'll get off probably in Fredonia, take it down through Jamestown, then follow 62 from Jamestown into Warren, Pennsylvania. I'm staying at the Hampton. And then from there, I'll venture out to see the town of Warren, which is beautiful along the Allegheny River. Of course, I'll show you the Kinzu Dam, which I've showed you in some other videos. Give you a look at what I'm wearing. I'm going to wear my Climb Badlands Pro jacket and my Climb Badlands Pro 8 and my Harley-Davidson very heavy boots. I'm wearing my Alpine Star Tech Air 5 Plasma Air Vest on for protection. I'll tie that into the app. I'll connect it to the app so I can monitor the air vest while I'm riding. In the motorcycle, I have my tools, my general tools in this bag, plus a cordless air compressor and some tire plugs, paper towels and glass cleaner for the windshield, my helmet, my snacks packed in here, Harley-Davidson luggage, which I use, this barely fits, I used on the back of the GS for my trip to Skinny Atlas, New York with my family. This case is packed with my camera gear. No buying of souvenirs on this trip. I won't have any place to put them. I have an extra pair of winter gloves in here because the temperatures are supposed to be in their 50s, and another set of earplugs. And then my phone, Easy Pass, and so on will be in this compartment. I'll try wearing my Harley-Davidson summer gloves on the way down, my Shoei C5 helmet, my Cardo Pack Talk Pro. I'll turn that on in my app so my wife will know if anything happens to me. So that's how I'm situated. I hate to get her dirty, but this is the maiden voyage of the bike. So Marauders, this is the maiden voyage of the motorcycle. We're headed a short hop, 2.5 hours from where I live to Warren, Pennsylvania, and we'll see what's around Warren, Pennsylvania. I hope you join me for this series of videos. All right, we'll see you on the road. Start this babe up. Doesn't like something. It's telling me my trunk's open. We'll back her outside and then see what's going on with the trunk. Put the stand up. So getting on the thruway, never gave you a shot at this angle. I don't think getting on the thruway, headed towards, this is the way you'd go towards the southern tier, part of the way to get on the 219 to go to Ellicottville, Salamanca. You'd also go, if you're headed to Orchard Park, the Bills game, rather than go Route 78, you would go down this road. And, you know, maybe I have given it when I'm returning a motorcycle to Hamburg Honda. I've given you shots. I'll tell you, I'm glad I wore my Climb Badlands jacket and pants. No wind is getting through, and it is cool. And it's going to be probably even cooler in Pennsylvania. I have great weather for this trip. It's going to be cool. The pants are bulky. I might not wear my jeans underneath the pants tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll take them in a tour pack. I might stay over 2 nights. We'll see.
Continue straight for 50 minutes to exit 59, New York 60 toward Denver, Fredonia.
I cannot tell you how impressed I am with this infotainment system. So I've turned the volume down on the stereo, yet it is still giving me commands through the speaker system, through the stereo system for my Waze navigation, and that's outstanding. And we'll catch you maybe on the other side when I get on the thruway. So I'm on the throughway for 33 miles to Fredonia, New York. Didn't like cruising at 75 miles an hour. I'm coming up on cars. Evening, there's some, right off the back, 3 miles into the throughway, there was a state trooper. So I'm really not going to go 75. I'm going to keep it at around 70. I don't want to bob in and out of cars. And I'm just going to try to take a casual pace to get to Fredonia, and then I'm going to head south, I think, on 62. I'm sorry I have to say it. I hope you can hear. So I have my shield all the way up. I have the Honda enlarged windscreen. I'm looking through the windscreen. Not ideal, but it is what it is. The wind protection on your head and body is phenomenal on this motorcycle. Just phenomenal. I love it. This is what I wanted. My Badlands pants and jacket give me optimal protection on the rest of me, and it is cool out, no doubt about it. I do get my cruise control setting on this part. I can also see my speed digitally on Waze and the speed limit on Waze, so I can see that. And then also I have my analog speedometer. I'm going 70 miles an hour at about 2,400 RPMs, and I'm fine with that. The ride is luxurious. She's doing really well. And I might settle in behind this pickup truck and not pass. I'm going to knock it down to 69. The exhaust on Hondas on this Goldwing is phenomenal. If you can hear it, nice drone, great sound to it. Just say for stock exhaust, I'm going to go around this truck. Click it up 2 miles an hour. Stock exhausts on Hondas are the best as far as from the factory sound. I would never upgrade one. I think it's outstanding. All right, we'll catch you a little later. I'm cruising along at 75. I've gone 70 most of the way here. I have about 10 miles to go before I get off. I wanted to zip it up to 75, and the ride is phenomenal. But the infotainment system, the stereo, no issue hearing it at highway speeds with half or just less than half on the volume. And I'm trying to find the right station on Sirius XM radio. I really should just turn it to the news. Sirius, it is luxury having Sirius XM. Sirius XM is just awesome. I have to check. I don't think my Road Glide has an option for Sirius XM. They give you 3 months of Sirius XM with the bike. Cars usually give you 6, I think. It's nice to have clarity of satellite radio / stereo. Coming up on Fredonia, maybe I'll pick you up when I'm getting off the exit at Fredonia. But this was, I want to say, a 30-minute jaunt on the throughway. And when I get off on Fredonia, I have it should be an hour ride, which I can't believe it's that short to get to Warren from Fredonia. But it says an hour ride in less than 54 miles. It's hard to believe, but we'll see. Pick you up in a little bit. This is 80 miles an hour. 80 miles an hour. My visor's up on my motorcycle. I can hear the stereo. I had to turn it down for YouTube copyright rules. 80 miles an hour, visor's up, fully protected. And I'm listening to the stereo. It's as clear as a bell. Amazing motorcycles. Just amazing. What a machine. Makes it actually, I hate riding motorcycles on the highway. It actually makes it enjoyable. By the way, I did not go 80 miles an hour the whole ride. I'm just trying to show you how quiet the bike is at highway speed. Very well engineered. What a joy.
Exit right to exit 59, New York 60 toward Denver, Fredonia.
Give you a shot of her getting off. My tires I'm coming over 200 miles. My tires should be very well scuffed in. God, what a machine. I'm in tour mode. What a machine, guys. Just wanted to give you a shot of her coming off, leaning a little bit off the throughway. This tank is a little bit over 5 gallons. I don't think it's quite 5.5 gallons, maybe 5.3, 5.4 gallons. She likes this 6-cylinder likes the gas. I think I was getting 40, 41 miles to the gallon on my town. Probably did better than that at the thruway. The Harleys have a 6-gallon tank, and I bet you I get 45 to 48 on a day ride like this. I don't think this is supposed to be peak colors in our southern tier. Now I'm coming into Pennsylvania, but I think it might be thrown off a little bit because we've had such warm weather. But what? God, I'm braking synchronized brakes with one finger on the front lever. Just want to get you the colors. Look at the beautiful colors of our fall. Just amazing. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to take it. We had a stretch of weather with no rain. I wanted to get this. Oh, look at this corn. Now, most of that corn is, I would think, is feed corn for livestock corn. They'll chop it. I'm hugging this vehicle in front of me. He seems like a local. I'm going to hug him. I'll catch you a little later on the ride. About 46 minutes, 35 miles an hour from my Hampton in Warren, Pennsylvania. My adaptive cruise control on a bike that doesn't have adaptive cruise control. I like to, when I'm riding motorcycle, especially in the fall when the deers are in rut, I like to have a vehicle in front of me on country roads. I've said that before in videos. So I love pickup trucks. This truck is moving along really well. I like something big so the animals see it and are afraid of it. And so what I'll do is I'll set my cruise control slightly slower than the vehicle in front of me, or maybe at the same, well, a little bit slower, maybe 1 mile, 2 mile an hour slower. Naturally, especially in a truck, he's going to gain speed, lower speed. And when he gains speed, I'll just roll the throttle forward. And then when he slows down, I'll relax the throttle and the cruise control will kick on that minimum speed. And it really works well. Please comment on what you think of my theory about following a vehicle, that's like a blocker for you with deer and other things in the road. I'd like to know your opinion. I think this is Jamestown. Outskirts of Jamestown. Look at this fall foliage in the distance as I come up here to the right. I'm really blessed with a great day, great weather, and Buffalo Northeast. October, September has been an amazing month in our area. Dropped the windshield down, but just beautiful fall colors. It's 5:12. The sun will probably set down here at probably 10 to 7, well, 20 to 7, 6:40. It's going to start getting dark, at least up in our area. So just a beautiful ride so far. The bike is magnificent. So we'll test my theory on bikes with no adaptive cruise control and adaptive cruise control. So cruise control is set to 44. They're pulling away from me a little bit. The bike's picking it up. And this person in front is really kind of going slow, but I'll just roll on the throttle a little bit and the cruise control is still indicating it's on, and then back off the throttle and the bike will slow down to its set speed, which is 44, and I'll adjust it. Maybe I'll go up from 44 to 47, and that actually works really well. And what's funny is it's intuitive. Somehow I must roll the throttle forward on a through I was noticing to click off the cruise. So you do get used to not having cruise. I can see as someone like when you're in heavy traffic, adaptive cruise control, especially on an automatic bike, is so nice. So I'm just rolling on the throttle, going 58, and I'll reset the cruise to 58. This person's speeding up and she'll hug it. So you do adjust for it. Do I love adaptive cruise? Yes. This motorcycle, amazing, so comfortable. The bars, you would think the bars wouldn't be comfortable. They're a little on the low side compared to a Harley. They're awesome, just awesome. So I'm coming up on my hotel, Hampton Inn. It's north downtown Warren, Pennsylvania. You can see the sun is starting to go behind the mountains. I'm hoping to see if I can take my bike into downtown. Nice place for dinner, give you a view before the sun goes down. But I want to check into the hotel and I'm going to drop my bags off. Is this my hotel? Yep, this is my hotel. I'm staying at the Hampton.
Then turn left.
And we got there's a hill, I think one more hill, and then we can see it. Ooh, the Hampton looks nice. Okay. So.
You've arrived at your destination.
The woman said I can park my bike under here if it rains. I don't think it's going to rain, but that was very nice of her. Oh, I'm here. Okay, we'll see if I can beat the sun. Let's blow her up a little. God, what a machine. God, what a machine. So I wanted to give you a look at downtown Warren before the sun goes down. I'm eating at, I think, the Bent Street Brewery, which is supposed to overlook the river. They have outdoor seating, although it's probably a little chilly. I think it's 51 degrees. I don't want to fumble around on the bike to try to find it. So, and a couple of things that I don't usually do. I'm not wearing riding pants because they're just so bulky to go into a restaurant and sit. And I don't have earplugs in. It's amazing how the engine sounds so different when you don't have earplugs in. A little tickety-tock when I started it up, but now it seems to be fine. So I always wear earplugs. I always wear riding pants. I do have my riding boots on, my air vest, and my jacket. Just some of the beauty of downtown Warren as we're approaching dusk. And I have to tell you, so many old, beautiful buildings and houses down here. They're just amazing. Not sure if it's usually 3rd Street I turn down. Yeah, I think I usually turn down 3rd Street. The people who I've watched videos on this town, and the people that live here, I mean, as I'm rambling on, just look at the architecture. The people that live here are just so proud of their town. And I'm probably going to go by the restaurant and then come back to it just to give you a tour. I do have to fill up. I do have to find a gas station and fill up when I come back to the hotel. I've never been on this roundabout. This bike is a beast. The oil refinery, I think, is on this end of town. Ooh, they have a McDonald's. Oh, Tops gas station. By the way, Tops originated in Buffalo, New York. And I think the street to go down is 3rd Street. And this street will take you to the Hickory Bridge, but we'll just take a real fast drive around town. Of course, the Hickory Street Bridge, but I'll show you that from the restaurant. But look at these beautiful, historical old buildings. Look at this building on the left. Now I'm blinded by the sun, which isn't good. I'm sure you're blinded. There's the Hickory Street Bridge. We're not going to go across it because we're going to go back towards the restaurant. But I just gave you a glimpse of downtown. Hickory Street Bridge is beautiful. I'll give you a shot of it from the restaurant. That sun was blinding. I couldn't see anything as I pulled up that street. Geez, I wonder if I should pop in here and get gas. I'll do it at night. Look at this building. Beautiful. Isn't this I think I ate at a restaurant in there. It was very good. One day on a ride, actually we went to Kinzu Dam. And I think where I want to go is over here to the right. Well, yeah, this is where I want to go. I think I can park here. I'm at, I think, the Bent Street Brewery. Eating outside. It's probably about 50 degrees, a little chilly. I forgot so many things. I forgot a hat. I'm telling you, respect YouTube creators that do videos when they travel. I'm telling you, I'm a novice at it. It is so much work. I think I spent over an hour packing my clothes and then an hour at least getting the bike set up, and I still didn't get the bike set up right. That's the Allegheny River, but that's the Hickory Street Bridge, which is a beautiful bridge to go over. And then over there is downtown where I drove you, downtown Warren, Pennsylvania. This is a river. There's a railroad trestle bridge down there, if you can see it off in the distance. There's the restaurants where I'm eating, the Bent Street Brewery, I think is the name of it. And just a pretty area. All right, I gotta go back. They're gonna bring my food out, hopefully soon. Just an interesting place to So this is a bacon cheeseburger with onion rings on it. Holy crap, I might eat the onion rings on their own. That looks so good. They're house-made chips, and then I got a side salad with option A, grilled shrimp or chicken. I got grilled chicken. It's really good. Pretty good burger. Homemade potato chips. I had Bent in Brewery. I had their lasso burger. Showed you in the video. It was good. It was good. I come in this Klein jacket, if you can see it, and I walk in, and I haven't worn this jacket in a long time. And it's really weatherproof. But I look like a Ninja Turtle when I walk in, and they walk in like I'm from outer space with this jacket. Someone from Virginia came up and introduced himself. He came up for the fall foliage, and they're a week or 2 weeks behind in color. So he drove up from Virginia. Had to be at least several hours to see the fall foliage fully in bloom. There's a Hickory Street Bridge. Some nice condos overlooking it. And I'm going to head back to the hotel, probably fuel up before I go back to the hotel. There's a better view of the Hickory Street Bridge behind me. So it's reading low tire pressure, 32 pounds, because it's so cold. So it's reading low tire pressure. I think once I start moving and it heats up, I'll be fine. Should I fill up with gas at Tops? Well, we'll try to see what gas I have. And I have my air pump, but I'm not going to fill it up. Hopefully on the way back to the hotel, it's a couple miles, tire pressure will increase. So it all of a sudden went from 33 psi to 39 psi. Started to heat up. Jumping that curb could have knocked something out of whack though too, but I think it was a cold temperature. Now the tire is heating up. These tires seem to really heat up with this bike. It's at least 850 pounds plus with me on it. You know, now you're talking over 1,000 pounds. So actually 1,100 pounds plus my gear. So the tires heat up fast on it. Now I'm riding in jeans. I bet you it's 45 degrees, 44, and I'm fine. The heated seat is on all the way, and the grips are on 3 levels out of 5, and I am very warm. All Sheets is a great spot. Still debating. I don't know if I'm going to spend the night, if I'm going to spend tomorrow night here or not. Probably should make up some type of an agenda what I'm going to do. Wow, there's a Lowe's. I forgot there's a Lowe's here. By the way, you can't beat controls that are lit. BMW, do you hear that? Lit controls is great. The instrumentation is fantastic at night, and as are the lights. I'm on low beams. I have the running lights on. There's the fog lights are off. They're on. I like it much better when they're on. Okay, we'll catch you on the next episode. Hope you enjoy the video.